So you're all very welcome again to the class this morning. The structure will be similar again. We'll be doing less transitioning in this class. It'll be more about getting into the posture, like focusing on your foundations and your form, and then just trying to connect to your breath. When we move on to the seated asanas, we will be doing a mix of hips and back bends again. So if you'd like to come lying onto your mats, feet out to the edge of your mat. Gently lie back. Draw your arms away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Relax your neck. Relax the back of your head. And arrive on your mat this morning. Being present on your mat. Letting go of your week. And preparing for your practice this morning. Inhaling deeply, filling your belly, filling your chest. Exhaling, relaxing your chest, relaxing your stomach, completely emptying your lungs. Inhaling from the bottom of your belly, feeling your ribcage expand as you fill your chest. And exhale, relax your chest, relax your stomach, completely empty your lungs. Continue to lengthen your breath, breathing into your belly, up into your chest, just following your inhales and exhales, and arrive on your mat this morning as we move into silence. Bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently move your head from side to side, resting your head back at center. Join your heels on your mat and extend your arms over your head, getting a full body stretch, pointing your toes, extending through your fingertips, lengthening from your side body, and exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Gently extend your left leg and push up to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat, keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to thank yourself for arriving on your mat this morning, remembering throughout your practice to be gentle and courageous in equal measures. With that in mind, bow your head towards your hands, open your eyes. Namaste. To begin today's warm-up, we're just going to move into some side bending. So placing your left hand beside your left hip. Inhale, raise your right arm, reaching out through your fingertips, and exhale, fold out to the left. Keep your right sitting bone rooted on your mat. Try and spiral your chest towards the ceiling. As you reach out through your fingertips, connect to your breath. As you inhale, come up, place your right hand beside your right hip. Inhaling, raising your left arm over your head. And exhale, fold out to the right. Keep your left sitting bone rooted on your mat as you spiral your chest towards the sky, softening the top of your shoulder, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, release. You can drop your hands back down. We're now going to move into a spinal twist. So placing your left hand behind your back, place your right arm across your left knee. On an inhale, extend your spine, lifting out of the crown of your head. And exhale, twist out to the left. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Inhale, extend. And exhale, twist. Gently coming back round to center. Place your right hand behind your back. Place your left arm across your right knee. On an inhale, extend your spine, lifting out through the crown of your head. And exhale, twist out to the right. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Inhale, extend. And exhale, twist. Feeling a nice twist to your spine. Gently come back round to center. We're now just going to work into the shoulders. So placing the palms of your hands on the tops of your shoulders. Make forward circular motions with your elbows. Keeping your fingertips on your shoulders at all times and making forward circular motions, and the other direction, gradually making the circles wider, releasing any tension, and exhale, release. You can drop your hands back down and sweep your feet behind you, coming into tabletop. The palms of your hands are at the front of your mat. Your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are in line. Your knees are tracking under your hips. We're just going to move into a cat-cow. So on an inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, open your chest. Exhale, spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae, dropping your tailbone. Draw your chin towards your chest, imagining you're pushing the floor away from you as you draw your belly button towards your spine. And inhale, drop your belly, lifting your tailbone, opening your chest. And exhale, spine up, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae as you drop your tailbone, drawing your chin towards your chest, engaging your fingertips on your mat, imagining you're pushing the floor away from you. And exhale, release, coming back into tabletop. We're now going to move on to another spinal twist. So keeping your left hand rooted on your mat. On an inhale, raise your right arm, twisting out to the right, reaching out through your right fingertips. As you exhale, slide that right arm behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your shoulder towards your mat. Connecting to your breath. On an inhale, push into that left hand and raise your right arm, twisting out to the right, keeping the tops of your feet and your shins engaged on your mat. As you reach out through your right fingertips, and exhale, slide that right arm behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your shoulder and the side of your head towards your mat. Feeling a nice opening on the back of your shoulder. And inhale, push up, coming back into tabletop. We'll repeat the spinal twist on the other side. So keeping your right hand rooted on your mat, inhaling, raising your left arm, twisting out to the left, reaching out through your left fingertips. As you exhale, slide that left arm behind your right wrist, surrendering the back of your shoulder and the side of your head towards your mat. As you inhale, push into that right hand, twist out to the left, reaching out through your left fingertips, keeping the tops of your feet and your knees engaged on your mat. As you exhale, slide that left arm behind your right wrist, dropping the back of your shoulder towards your mat. Connect to your breath. And inhale, gently come back up to tabletop. From here, join your big toes behind you on your mat and shift your knees out to the edge of your mat, sitting your bum towards your heels, coming into extended child's pose, reaching your arms out ahead as you melt your chest and forehead towards your mat. Engage your fingertips on your mat, and keeping your fingertips engaged, draw your bum towards your heels, feeling a nice extension to your spine and opening to your hips. And inhale, gently come back up to tabletop. And from here, keeping your knees bent, tuck your toes and lift your hips. coming into downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet to stretch your calves and your hamstrings as you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling, pushing into all 10 fingertips. Connect to your breath. On an inhale, walk your feet, making baby steps to walk towards your hands at the front of your mat and keeping your knees bent. Fold over your knees, grabbing opposite elbows with your hands, surrendering the crown of your head and your elbows towards your mat, feeling a nice release on your lower back, and gently pushing up, keeping your knees bent, coming to a standing position at the front of your mat. We're now going to move into the sun salutations. So starting off in mountain pose, your feet are together, quadriceps engaged, lengthening your spine through the crown of your head, fingertips engaged. Connect to your breath. On an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down at the front of your mat. Step your left and right foot back. Lower your knees and keeping your hips in the air, lower your chest and chin towards your mat. On an inhale, slide your chest forward, keeping your elbows bent, coming into low cobra. Elbows are tied to your body. And exhale, moving through tabletop, tucking your toes to lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Engaging your fingertips on your mat. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you as you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling. Drawing your belly button towards your spine. On an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, palms on your shins, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips, lengthening from your side body. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. Take a deep breath. We'll do another round of sun salutation A, but it will be slightly more advanced. So standing in mountain pose, quadriceps engaged. Your spine is straight with your shoulders rolling back and down. On an inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Drawing your heels towards your mat, As you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling, feeling a nice stretch along your hamstrings, an extension to your spine. Connect to your breath. On an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, lengthening your spine through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. Take a deep breath. Connect to your breath. We'll now move on to sun salutation B. So starting off in mountain pose, feet are together, quadriceps engaged, energy through the crown of your head. On an inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down, step your left and right foot back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, lengthening your arms, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Connect to your breath here. As you inhale, step your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together. Connect to your breath. As you exhale, release your palms back down to your mat. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. On an inhale, step your left foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Reaching out with your fingertips, keeping that right leg engaged. As you exhale, release your palms back down to your mat. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Focusing on lifting your hips towards the ceiling. Pushing down into your fingertips. Hugging your shoulder blades together. On an inhale, looking between your palms, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, Sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose. And exhale, release, coming to a standing position on your mat. Connect to your breath. We're now going to move into the standing asanas. So if you'd like to move your mats or your cameras, as I'll be cueing the next few positions from here. And when you're ready, come to a wide-legged stance on your mat with your feet facing forward. So the first posture today will be Warrior Two. So turning your right heel out 90 degrees, left heel slightly in 5 degrees, bending into your right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Pressing down into both your feet, your foundation, lifting up through the crown of your head. Raise your arms to shoulder level. And from here, turn your head to focus your gaze over your right middle finger. Lengthening out through your fingertips. Pressing down into both your feet. Connect to your breath. And inhale, push up, turning that right heel in. Take a deep breath. We'll repeat Warrior Two on the other side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees, bending into your left knee so your ankle and knee is in line. Pressing down into both your feet, your foundation, energy through the crown of your head. Raise your arms to shoulder level, reaching out through your fingertips. And from here, turn your head to focus your gaze over your left middle finger. Engaging the outer edge of your right foot. Reaching out through your fingertips. Connect to your breath. And inhale, push up, turning that left heel in. Take a deep breath. We're now going to move into side angle pose. So turning your right heel out 90 degrees, bending into that right knee so your ankle and knee is in line. Keeping your torso facing me. Place your right forearm on top of your right knee. And inhale, extend your left arm over your head. And from here, twist your chest towards the ceiling. Keeping the outer edge of your left foot engaged. Bending into that right knee as you open your chest towards the ceiling. Reaching out through your fingertips. And inhale, place that left hand on your back leg and keeping your right knee bent. Inhaling, raising your right arm, reaching out through your fingertips, coming into Peaceful Warrior. Keeping a bend into that right knee, pressing down into both your feet. Connect to your breath. And inhale, push up, turn that right heel in. Take a deep breath. We'll repeat those postures on the other side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees, right heel slightly in 5 degrees. Bend into that left knee so your ankle and knee is in line. Place your left forearm above your left knee. And inhale, raise your right arm, reaching out through your fingertips. And on an inhale, twist your chest towards the ceiling. Pressing down into both your feet, your foundation of the posture. Reaching out through your right fingertips as you open your chest towards the ceiling. And inhale, keeping that left knee bent, place your right hand on your back leg. And inhale, raise your left arm, reaching it up towards the ceiling, coming into peaceful warrior. Connect to your breath as you keep a bend into that left knee. Energy through the crown of your head. And inhale, push up, turn that left heel in. Take a deep breath. We're now going to move on to triangle pose. So from here, turning your right heel out 90 degrees. This time, keeping the right leg straight. Arms to shoulder level. Pressing down into both your feet, the foundation of your posture. And on an inhale, lean out to your right hand side, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, fold over a bent or straight right knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle as you twist your upper body towards the sky. Reaching out through your left fingertips, pressing down into both your feet. Connect to your breath. And inhale, push up, turn that right heel in. Take a deep breath. We'll repeat triangle pose on the left side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees, your right heel in 5 degrees, pressing down into both your feet, energy through the crown of your head, raising your arms to shoulder level. On an inhale, leaning out to your left hand side, reaching out through your fingertips, and exhale, fold over a bent or straight left knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle as you twist your torso towards the ceiling, pressing down into both your feet, energy through the crown of your head as you reach out through your right fingertips. Connect to your breath. And inhale, push up, turn that left heel in. Take a deep breath. And you can join your feet together on your mat. We'll now move into tree pose, a balancing posture. So shifting the weight into your right foot. Gently, you can place your left heel above your right ankle, focusing on opening out your hip. If you're comfortable, you can grab that left foot with your hand and gently place that left heel against your right inner thigh, focusing on opening out the hip. From here, you can draw your hands together at heart center or raise your arms over your head. In whichever version you're in, pressing down into your right foot, the foundation of your posture, pressing your left heel into your inner right thigh and your inner right thigh back into your heel as you lift out of your hips and energy through the crown of your head. Connect to your breath. And exhale, release, closing your hip, extending your left leg. Take a deep breath. This time, pressing down into your left foot. And you can place your right heel above your left ankle. If you're comfortable, keeping that hip open, place your right heel against your inner left thigh, opening out your hip. And from here, you can place your hands together at heart center or raise your arms over your head. In whichever version you're in, pressing that right heel against your inner left thigh, pressing down into your left foot to lift out of your hips and energy through the crown of your head. Connect to your breath. And exhale, release, closing that right hip, extending your right leg. You can now move your mats or your cameras to how they were at the start of class. I'll be cueing the remaining positions from here. And when you're ready, come to mountain pose at the front of your mat. Quadriceps engaged, lengthening your spine. On an inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose, pressing your ankles together, pressing your knees together, dropping your tailbone. Connect to your breath. As you exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, lengthening, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath as you push down into all 10 fingertips. On an inhale, step your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Pressing down into both your feet. Keeping that left leg engaged. Connect to your breath. From here, draw your hands together at heart center and picking a spot on the floor in front of your mat for balance. Shift the weight into your right foot, lifting your left leg out behind you, coming into warrior three. Pressing into that right foot, lifting out of your right hip, feeling a nice strengthening posture to your right hamstring. From here, bend your left knee behind you and shift the weight forward, keeping your balance as you draw your left knee towards your chest. Taking a couple of breaths here. And exhale, release that left foot back to your mat. Fold over your knees gently, feeling a nice opening to your hamstring as you step your left and right foot back and lift your hips, coming back into downward facing dog. Pressing down into your fingertips, connecting to your breath. As you inhale, step your left foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Sinking down into your hips as you reach out through your fingertips. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together. From here, drawing your hands together at heart center, gently picking a spot on the floor in front of your mat for balance. Shift the weight into your left foot and raise your right leg out behind you, coming into warrior three. Pressing down into your left foot. Energy through the crown of your head. Lifting out of your left hip. As you inhale, bend your right knee. As you come to a standing position, shifting your weight and drawing that right knee towards your chest. Pressing down into your left foot. As you exhale, release that right leg back to your mat. Take a deep breath. As you fold over your knees, step your left and right foot back and drop your knees, coming into tabletop. From here, make your way to extended child's pose, sitting your bum towards your heels and reaching your arms out ahead. Connect to your breath here. Breathing in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, come to a seated position on your mat. We're now going to move into Navasana or boat pose. So sitting on your mat, bend your knees to draw your heels towards your sit bones. And keeping your knees bent, lift your feet off your mat. You can stay here with your hands under your knee creases, or you can extend your arms out ahead and extend your legs, pointing your toes, coming into the full version, focusing on lifting your chest as you extend your arms, connect to your breath, and exhale, slowly release your feet, cross your legs, placing the palms of your hands beside your hips, lift your hips for a nice counter stretch. We're going to move into boat pose one more time. So drawing your heels towards your sit bones, gently lift your feet off your mat. You can keep your knees bent or extend your legs and extend your arms, coming into the full version. Connect to your breath as you draw your belly button towards your spine. And exhale, release your feet, cross your legs, lift your hips for a nice counter stretch. From here, we're going to move into reverse tabletop. So drawing your heels towards your sit bones again, leaving a gap of about a foot. Place the palms of your hands behind your hips. And from here, press into your heels to lift your hips, coming into reverse tabletop. This isn't everyone's favorite posture. It's quite challenging. Just focus on your breath. Lengthen your arms and lift your hips. And exhale, release, dropping your hips back down. Take a deep breath. From here, you can make your way to tabletop. We're going to work into the hips. From tabletop, step your right foot between your palms and extend your left leg out behind you. So your left knee and the top of your left foot is resting on your mat. From here, you're going to join your hands together at heart center and hook your left elbow across your right knee, coming into a low lunge with a twist. Connect to your breath here. Keeping your left knee and the top of your left foot engaged on your mat. Feeling a nice twist to your spine. And exhale, release. Framing your right foot with your hands. Bring your right knee back to meet your left knee, coming back into tabletop. From here, step your left foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your right leg is extended straight out behind you with your right knee and the top of your right foot resting on your mat. Drawing your hands together at heart center. Hook your right elbow across your left knee, coming into a twist. Connect to your breath. Draw your belly button towards your spine to engage your core. Feeling a nice stretch along your right hip flexor. And exhale, release. Framing your left foot with your hands. Bring your left foot back to meet your right foot. We're now going to move into pigeon pose. So stepping your right knee behind your right wrist, allowing your right foot to draw towards your left hip, and extend your left leg straight out behind you with your knee and the top of your left foot resting on your mat. From here, sit your bum back towards your mat and fold forward. You can come onto your hands, you can come onto your forearms, or you can extend your arms out ahead of you on the floor in front of your mat. In whichever version you're in, soften your hips, connect to your breath, relax your jaw. We often clench our jaws for the hip openers. And exhale, release, pushing into your hands and lifting your right knee to bring it back as you come into tabletop. We'll repeat pigeon pose on the left side. So stepping your left knee forward behind your left wrist and allowing your left foot to draw towards your right hip. Extending your right leg straight out behind you with the top of your foot and your knee resting on your mat. Sitting your bum back towards your mat. You can come onto your forearms or extend your arms out ahead of you. Softening your jaw. Connecting to your breath. Softening your hips. And on an inhale, pressing into your hands and drawing your left knee back to meet your right knee. And from here, you can lie onto your belly as we move into locust pose. So extending your legs straight out behind you, placing the palms of your hands flat on your mat beside your hips. We're going to press into our hands to lift our chest. And from here, focusing on lifting your legs off your mat behind you. Focus on lengthening through the crown of your head and through your toes. Connecting to your breath. And exhale, release. Dropping your left cheek towards your mat. Connecting to your breath. From here, we're going to move into bow pose. So again, there's the option to do locust. Again, or if you're comfortable, you can draw your heels towards your sit bones and grab the outer edge of both your feet. From here, pressing into your feet, pressing your hands into your feet and your feet back into your hands to lift your chest, drawing your inner thighs together as you lift your chest, breathing in and out through your nose, and exhale, release, dropping your feet back to your mat. From here, we're going to move into bridge pose. So sweeping your legs forward and lying back onto your mat. From here, draw your heels towards your sit bones. Your feet are about hip distance apart. The palms of your hands are resting on your mat beside your hips. On an inhale, pressing into your heels to lift your hips towards the ceiling. Rolling vertebrae by vertebrae off your mat as you lift your chest. There's the option to tuck your shoulder blades under your body and interlock your fingers, drawing your hands towards your heels. Focus on pressing into your heels to lift your hips, drawing your inner thighs together. Connect to your breath. Opening your chest. And exhale, release, dropping your hips back down. We're now going to move into shoulder stand, the final posture of class. So drawing your knees towards your chest. You can rock from side to side for a more restorative posture. Or if you're comfortable, you can roll back onto your shoulders, lifting your legs towards the ceiling, pointing your toes, placing your hands on your lower back for support. Breathing in and out through your nose. Just connect to your breath here. This is a really good posture to finish class, as all the blood rushes to your head, calming your mind. From here, there's the option to keep your legs straight and drop your feet behind your head on the floor behind your mat. If your feet are still in the air, keep your hands on your lower back for support, or you can drop your feet behind your head, interlocking your fingers and pressing your hands away from your body. Connect to your breath here. And inhaling, bending your knees and rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, dropping your hips and feet back to your mat. You can extend your legs, drawing your feet out to the edge of your mat as we move into the closing Shavasana. Gently lying back, drawing your arms away from your body with your palms facing upwards. Bring your eyes to close and completely surrender on your mat. Scanning your body from the soles of your feet, through your legs, through your hips, along your spine, and through the crown of your head, relaxing your entire back body, noticing all the areas it makes contact with your mat, and feeling that support of the earth beneath you. I'll now cue the closing Shavasana. Completely relax your entire body. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your calves, the backs of your knees, your hamstrings. Soften your hips, feeling them open out like a book. Relax your abdomen, softening your belly button. Relax your chest. Relax your fingertips, the palms of your hands. Relax your wrists. Relax your forearms, elbows, through your upper arms, towards your shoulders. Soften your collarbone. As you relax your shoulder blades, feeling them slightly apart. Relax your throat, your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax your jaw, feeling it soften. Relax your tongue, feeling it draw away from the roof of your mouth. Relax your lips, feeling them soften and slightly part. Relax the space around your eyes, relaxing your eyes, feeling them draw towards the back of your head. Relax your forehead, feeling it smoothen. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body. Relax, relax, relax. We will now move into silence for 5 minutes. If any feelings, thoughts, or emotions come into your mind, just move back to your breath, giving this 5 minutes for yourself as we move into silence. Bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently move your head from side to side, waking up your neck. Keeping your legs extended, join your heels on your mat and extend your arms over your head, getting a full body stretch. Pointing your toes, extending your fingertips, and exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Gently extend your left leg and push up to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands together at heart center. Thanking yourself for arriving on your mat this morning. Remembering throughout your day, in moments of silence, peace, and stillness, the practice of contentment, recognizing that you are enough as you are by just existing. With that in mind, rub your hands together, creating heat, creating energy. Draw the palms of your hands over your eyes. Blink your eyes open to the darkness of your palms. Draw your hands away from your eyes. Bow your head. Namaste. Thank you.